What if I told you there is a force so powerful, so constant, that it controls everything around you? Yet you have never actually seen it, you feel it every second of your life. It keeps your feet on the ground, holds the oceans in place, and prevents the universe from drifting into chaos, this force. Most people think gravity is simple. You drop something and it falls, you jump and you come back down. It feels obvious, predictable, almost boring. But what we experience is only a small part of a much deeper and more complex reality. Gravity is not just a force pulling objects together. According to modern physics, gravity is the bending of space and time itself. It reshapes the very fabric of reality around massive objects. Imagine space like a stretched sheet. When nothing is on it, it remains flat. But the moment you place something heavy on it, the surface begins to curve. That curve is what everything else responds to. This is exactly what Earth does to space, and what the Sun does on an even larger scale. Everything around them follows the curves they create. So, when you fall to the ground, you are not being pulled down by an invisible force. You are simply following the natural curve of space itself. But gravity does not just control motion. It controls something even more fundamental. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. This means time is not constant. It changes depending on where you are. Near extremely massive objects like neutron stars or black holes, time slows down so much that minutes for one observer could become years for another. This is not science fiction. Scientists have measured this effect using precise atomic clocks. Even on Earth, time moves slightly slower at sea level than at higher altitudes. Surprisingly, gravity is actually the weakest of all the fundamental forces in nature. A simple magnet can lift a small piece of metal against the gravitational pull of the entire planet. So how can something so weak shape galaxies and control the structure of the universe? The answer lies in one unique property. Gravity only attracts, it never pushes away. Gravity is the reason the universe has structure instead of remaining a chaotic cloud of particles. Now consider space, where astronauts appear to float freely. It looks like gravity disappears. But gravity is still there, almost as strong as it is on the surface of Earth. Astronauts float because they are constantly falling toward Earth but moving forward fast enough to keep missing it. This continuous falling creates what we call orbit and endless motion around the planet. So in space, you are not free from gravity. You are trapped in a perfect fall. Gravity does not just affect objects with mass, it also affects light itself. When light passes near a massive object, its path bends, creating stunning visual distortions. This effect is known as gravitational lensing, and it allows us to see objects far beyond what would normally be visible. Gravity is the invisible architect of the universe, the force that shapes reality itself. And perhaps the greatest mystery we have yet to solve. This is just one mystery of the universe, and there's so much more to explore. Don't forget to check out my other videos.